Argentina, the political force Silvestre and the social movement Barrios de Pie petitioned a writ of amparo to the federal justice over the national government's decision to pay the debt acquired during former President Mauricio Macri's administration with the International Monetary Fund. Let's delve deeper into details with this report. The writ of amparo is a legal remedy for any person who feels their rights as citizens have been violated and is a form of constitutional protection lawsuit.
The president of the social movement Barrios de Pie, Humberto Tumini, and the coordinator of Libres del Sur, Silvia Saravia, filed for a judiciary action against the national executive and legislative powers. We believe we are up against an imminent situation that will condition our future. That's why, from March 3rd to 6th, we will carry out a popular consultation so the people of Argentina can express their thoughts on the deal. We believe that all across the country, thousands of urns will accept our position and that we will get to 1 million people, all those residents who can engage and give their opinion. This is a key moment. Poverty, homelessness, and non-registered jobs are high. This makes the economic crisis a deeper ditch to get out of, since the pandemic made it worse, and we can only get out of all this with a sovereign model. This is why the civil society coalition requests a court to declare the agreement signed by the Macri administration and the International Monetary Fund as unconstitutional. In this popular consultation, we will bring to the legislators, to the executive power, the voice of the people, the voice from below, the voice of those of us who today are going to make ourselves heard because we want a better future. After all, we trust that it is possible. But if we have the monetary fund here every 3 months, telling us what to do, proposing more adjustment, and saying the main objective is to close the public accounts, our situation will deteriorate. We believe it is fundamental to sustain popular sovereignty so the future can be different. The activists also presented an injunction not to innovate against the legislative and executive power before the Argentinian justice.
It's so the two state powers don't legitimate what we consider is a true scam against the interests of the nation until the issue is resolved to its full extent. And the issue is if the whole agreement signed back in 2018 was lawful and constitutional, and if it stands its own ground. We consider it illegal and arbitrary because it was carried out in violation of many dispositions of the Argentinian Constitution, which states clearly that signing for a bond or a loan and deciding the nation's external and internal payment plan are faculties of the National Congress that cannot be drafted by the executive power insofar it vulnerates the actual legal and constitutional standards.
Meanwhile, the ruling coalition remains in talks with the opposition, trying to reach a consensus in order to have the agreement assessed and ratified by the parliament as soon as possible, which would avoid the default ruling on the matter. Argentina will no longer be able to pay the March deadline agreed upon by the credit institution with the then administration of former President Macri.
Carolina Silvestre, TeleSUR, Buenos Aires.